Let us study the moment of inertia of uniform disk as we discussed previously. So disk having the element as ring means disk is made up of number of elements and each element is considered as a ring. So disk is a laminar body. There are three types of density. For linear object we are taking linear density, it is mass per unit length. For laminar object we are generally taking surface density, that is mass per unit area, and for volumetric object we are taking the density, volume density, that is mass per unit volume. It is here disk is a laminar object, so for element and actual disk what is same, that surface density remains same. For actual object and the disk, your surface density remains same, that is mass per unit area. So the factor which is common between the element and the disk, that is surface density, that is mass per unit area. So let us assume sigma, this notation is sigma. Sigma is mass per unit area. For complete disk it is mass of the disk capital M divided by area of disk pi capital R square. So radius of the disk is assumed as capital R. So mass upon area, capital M by pi R square. Similarly, so considering same sigma for the element because it remains same. So what is area of the ring? The area of ring is length into thickness. So total length of the ring will be 2 pi r and thickness is dr. So area of ring is like length into breadth. So 2 pi r into thickness dr. Hence surface density for this element will be its mass dm upon its area, that is 2 pi r into dr. Hence we get dm equal to, what is dm? Dm equal to, this is 2 pi sigma r. This is 2 pi r dr into sigma, that is written as 2 pi sigma r into dr. Because here this is one sort of substitution. Dm can be substituted into dr. So that we need while calculating the total moment of inertia of disk by the integration. We need substitution of this dm in terms of dr. So this is the substitution of dm in terms of dr by the concept of surface density. As it is a ring, so that element is a ring, this entire mass is at a distance r, that elemental mass is at a distance r from the axis of rotation. Thus the moment of inertia of ring, that is denoted by IR, it is equal to, that is moment of inertia of ring, that is moment of inertia of element in this case, that is its mass dm into its distance square from the axis of rotation, that is r square. Elemental mass dm and its distance square from the axis of rotation r square. Now total moment of inertia I of the disk can now be obtained by integrating this IR from r equal to 0 to r equal to capital R. This is the concept of definite integration. So I for the disk, it is integration of 0 to capital R I of ring. So it is integration of 0 to capital R dm into r square, that is the value of IR. But here dm is also changed to capital M, means dm is not constant. Here small r is also not constant, it varies from 0 to capital R. Here no one is constant, hence we cannot take nothing outside the integration. But here we know the substitution of dm in terms of dr. So here two variables are converted into one variable by substituting dm equal to 2 pi sigma r dr. Dm equal to 2 pi sigma r dr into r square. So here 2 pi sigma is constant, which is taken outside the integration. Integration of 0 to capital R, r square r cube into dr. So here the actual moment of inertia of disk become this 2 pi sigma constant. Integration of this r cube will be r raised to 4 by 4, small r raised to 4 by 4, and over the limit 0 to capital R. Substituting upper limit minus lower limit, we get the term capital R raised to 4 by 4. That is the integration of this term. That is capital R raised to 4 by 4. So it becomes 2 pi. Sigma value for now complete disk will be mass of the disk divided by area of the disk, that is pi r square, into this r raised to 4 by 4. So solving this, here pi get cancelled, here 2 get cancelled with the 4, 2, and the r square get cancelled. We get the moment of inertia of disk as mr square by 2. That is half mr square, or it is said as mr square by 2. So this is the expression for moment of inertia of disk. Likewise, we can calculate the moment of inertia for any regular shape. Let us apply the principle of perpendicular axis and parallel axis. So application of theorem of perpendicular and parallel axis to disk or flywheel. So flywheel is similar to the disk. So disk and flywheel are means moment of inertia of disk and flywheel is calculated by using the same formula. So about an axis passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane, that is denoted by Iz. So for the disk, this Iz value is mr square by 2. Now calculating the moment of inertia about its diameter axis. So diameter axis is perpendicular to this Iz. So using perpendicular axis theorem, Iz equal to Ix plus Iy. So Ix is equal to Iy. Let this is Iz. So Ix will be like this and Iy will be like this. Or this is Ix, this is Iy. So Ix equal to Iy. Both are Id, that is moment of inertia about diameter. So Ix plus Iy is 2Id. 2Id equal to Iz. Hence Id equal to Iz by 2. Hence Id equal to Iz by 2. So Iz value is mr square by 2. This is actually Iz. Iz is mr square by 2. So Id will be, this is Iz by 2, that is mr square by 4. So moment of inertia about diameter of the disk is mr square by 4. Now moment of inertia about tangent in the plane of disk, that is It1. This axis is parallel to the diameter axis. So using parallel axis theorem, this It1 equal to, this is Ic equal to Id plus mh square, that is total mass of the body and square of the distance between the two parallel axes. So It1, this is axis tangent in the plane of disk. So it is parallel to the diameter axis which is passes through the center. Hence Ic equal to Id. Here Id will be mr square by 4. This value is half of this Iz value. Half of the Iz value is here. That is mr square by 4. That is the value of Id. That is in this calculation is Ic. And H equal to capital R. Hence your It1 calculation become mr square by 4. That is moment of inertia about diameter axis plus mass of the body is capital M and distance between the two parallel axes is R. So R square, that is mr square by 4 plus mr square, that is 5 by 4 mr square. So this is the moment of inertia of a disk about tangential axis, about an axis passes through the rim of the disk and axis lies in the plane of the disk. Now let us calculate the moment of inertia of a disk about tangent and perpendicular to the plane of disk, that is denoted by It2. Now this It2, this axis is parallel to this Iz axis, or the axis which is passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane. So this It2 seems to be parallel to this Iz. So using again parallel axis theorem, It2 equal to Ic plus mh square. But what is Ic here? Ic is Iz. Iz value is mr square by 2. Here H equal to capital R. Hence It2 calculation become mr square by 2 plus mr square. So that is 3 by 2 mr square. So here It2 is 3 by 2 mr square. Student, very well you can remember this simply like this. This value divided by 2 is this. In this add 1 mr square, you will get this. And add 1 mr square in this value, you will get this. So this is mr square by 2. This is divided by 2 mr square by 4. mr square by 4 plus mr square, that is 5 by 4 mr square is here. And as this is mr square by 2 plus mr square, that will be the moment of inertia here. So mr square by 2 plus mr square, that is 3 by 2 mr square. So student, you have to remember this formula, or wherever required you should capable to obtain it by applying this simple theorem, perpendicular axis theorem and parallel axis theorem. See, here is one problem. A metallic ring of mass 1 kg has a moment of inertia 1 kg meter square. Student, here object is very important, because if object changes, moment of inertia formula changes. So for the ring, this is a mass, this is a moment of inertia. When rotating about one of its diameter, this is very important word where you have to concentrate. Now this axis is not passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane. Axis passes through the center, but it is in the plane. So that is moment of inertia of ring about diameter. Its formula is mr square by 2. You readily find the formula for the same case. It is molten. Whenever it is molten, means mass remains same, density remains same. It is molten and remolded into a thin uniform disc. It is melted and molded into a disc of the same radius. Means here mass remains same, radius also remains same. Means no change in the mass and the radius. So no need to take 1, 2 parameter like m1, m2, r1, r2. Here mass and radius, everything is same. How much will its moment of inertia be? We have to again calculate the moment of inertia. But now here in this case for the disc, when rotated about its own axis. So here own axis of the disc means the axis passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane of disc. That formula is again mr square by 2. So here your answer will be 1 kg meter square. So see how the answer is 1 kg meter square. Here given moment of inertia about diameter of ring is given as moment of inertia about diameter of ring is given as 1 kg meter square. But this value is of mr square by 2. Considering mass of the ring is m and radius of ring is r. So mr square by 2, this value is given as 1 kg meter square. Here this ring is melted and molded into the disc such that its mass and radius is same. So moment of inertia of disc about an axis passes through the center and perpendicular to the plane we have to calculate. That is again mr square by 2. So what is the value of mr square by 2? So mr square by 2 calculation is 1 kg meter square. Here also mr square by 2. But here this is for ring, this is for the disc. Mass and radius is same, means value of this calculation, if it is 1 kg meter square, value of this calculation is also remains same, that is 1 kg meter square. So we will see one more problem on this case in the next part.